Hello everybody, you're watching Learn with me Jaya, and in this video we are going to see a complete tutorial for how to create a website and post it from scratch. Yes. Before getting started, let me give you a tiny motivation for you to why you should have a website of your own. First of all, if you're in college or you are looking out for an opportunity or a job, or if you already have a job, if you find yourself in any of these three categories, you must have a web page of your own. Why? Because in your web page, you can showcase your personality more than any social media or professional networking sites like LinkedIn or something. Your web page will completely have information only about yourself and not of your networks. So it concentrates only on yourself. Your web page becomes a place to showcase your projects, to showcase your skills, or to showcase your interests. So that is one good motivation to create a website on your own. Second, if you own a business, importantly, if you own a small scale business and you want people to know it, then you must create a web page for your business. Third, you must have a web page for personal branding. Yes, if you want to present yourself to that world, then you must have a web page. Basically, any person would fall into these three criteria. I hope you would have found a motivation for you to start a web page of your own. Okay, now let's get started. In order to create a web page, we need to have a design or a template for it. So for this, I'm going to look online. Wait a second, you thought I would code it from scratch? Yes, I can code it from scratch, but I am not doing so. Why? Because the internet has a lot of options for you. From there, you can leverage it. So whenever you have an option to leverage, then why do you need to create it from the base? So let's select a template of our choice. So I personally prefer responsive web pages, and Bootstrap is a very good option if you are looking for responsive web pages. So let's go to this official website of Bootstrap. Before that, let me tell you what is a responsive web page. Responsive web pages. So what is a responsive web page? A responsive web page is like a page that fits on all types of screen, like all kinds of dimensions of a screen. So, for example, I'm looking on a laptop. Laptop is 16:9 monitor. So, my website should be designed for that. Also, can I look on my mobile? My mobile phone has 4:5 aspect ratio display screen. So, my web page should fit into that screen. So, a web page which fits in all aspect ratios is known as a responsive web page. Okay. So, whenever you are building a web page, try to build a responsive web page, because when you make it online, it should look good on all devices. Yes. Let's go back to searching for our templates. In this Bootstrap, you have so many examples, like you can go through them. So headers, and if you want to list the features or sidebars, navigation bars, drop-down list, footers, the gallery views, album, checkout pages, sign-in pages, and if you want to make something like your blog, you can get anything. I'm going to choose this cover page. So see, when you click on this, you can see the live demo of that page. So this cover page is something which will come like this. So it has links for home, features, and contact. So to showcase myself, I have chosen this theme, and I can download the examples from this page itself. So there is the option to download the examples. So if I click download examples, it will start downloading, and you can see it below. So once downloaded, let me see in which folder it has come. Yes, it has been downloaded as a zip file. So I'm going to extract it just by right clicking and give extract all. So it will ask you the destination location. I'm going to say do it in the path, but in a new folder called web page. So I just extracted it. So this is the extracted folder. Here you can see all the examples that we saw there. See, blog, carousel, checkout pages, dashboards, and that is our cover. Yeah. So cover is the project that I selected. So if you just double click on this index page, it will take you to your web browser, your default web browser. And if you check the path, this is a local file path. So this is displaying the example which you have downloaded. So I'm going to make some adjustments here and there in order to suit my needs. So instead of cover, I need my name here. So I'm going to give Jeya here and see like if you see the heading for this web page, it says cover template. Instead, I need it to say as Jeya Ravichandran. And here also I'm going to give a short introduction of myself. And I don't want these things coming in the footer tabs. Okay. And this is going to be a single page. So I'm going to remove these features and contact as well. So these little tiny changes I'm going to do now. So for that, I'm going to right click this page. This index page is the main page of the website that we are seeing. I'm going to open it in my favorite editor, Visual Studio Code. Sorry, this is an IDE basically. Yeah. So first I said I would change the title. So title is something that you see here on the top of the page. So I wanted to display Jeya Ravichandran. So let me change it to Jeya Ravichandran. Okay. Yeah, I think that. Now so these are whatever comes under style are the CSS component of your web page. CSS is the component that is responsible for styling your website, the colors, the borders. So when you hover on home, you would see a border and all those things. Those works are done by this style. So yeah. So as I said, I don't want the footers, cover template for Bootstrap and all those things. I am going to delete that portion as well. So yeah, that is this division. So you can see drop down question takes the bottom. So this is responsible for coming in the bottom. This footer text also I don't want. So here is ready, cover your page. So here let me change it as Jeya. I said I don't want features and contacts coming in. So I'm going to delete them as well. And instead of cover, let it say Jeya. So let me give a brief introduction to myself. I am a software engineer by profession and as a immense passion to teach what I have learned. If you like to know what I teach, check out my YouTube channel. LearnwithmeJeya. So let's click. Yeah. So let me provide a link for that also. So this href, this 8 href, this tag is a tag which denotes the link, and this class makes it look like a button. So I just need to provide the link of my YouTube channel. There it is. So I'm going to copy and paste it here. So yeah, I have done some small and tiny changes and given Control S, which saves it. All I need to do now is go to this page and hit the refresh button.
Now that we have created a web page, it is recommended to host it online and show to the world. Yes, the last step of creating a web page is host it online and see it coming live. In order to host it online, we can do it for free. There are a few websites that offer free hosting. One of such website is GitHub. Now let us see how to host your website on GitHub. So you need to go to this github.com, and in GitHub there is an option to sign up. So if you are using it for the first time, you can sign up using your email account. Since I already have a GitHub account, I am going to sign into my GitHub account using my email ID and password. Yeah, I have signed in. So in order to host your web page, you need to create a public repository. So if you see on the left side of your GitHub profile, you can see the repositories you have, and there is a button to create a new repository. Yes, in this new repository you need to create a public repository. Only if you create a public repository, anyone on the internet can see your web page. And the repository name should be your username .github.io. So in order to create a repository, you need to give your username .github.io.
You can see that
this
our
is the
website
first
is
step.
completely ready.
And then the
Now
other
let me
option
show you a
is
live
optional,
demonstration
and
of
then you
what
can
is a
just
responsive
click on
website.
create
As I told
repository.
earlier,
This
a
would create your
responsive website
repository.
would look good on
Once
all
you have your
devices.
repository
That
set
is,
up,
it fits into all aspect ratios.
now I am going
So
to
I have
change
this repository
the width
set.
and dimension of
Once
this
your
browser,
repository is
and
set
let's
up,
see
we can
how
clone our
this
website
repository
response
using
So I am
GitHub
making it
commands.
small.
So you can give this
see
command
how
git
the
clone,
components have
and you can
aligned
clone it
themselves.
from this link. Now I am going to make it smaller
if
in
you're
terms of
cloning
using
using
an SSH.
just
You can
see
give this.
Just see how it
Or
responds.
if you are using GitHub client, you can use
let
this.
me resize it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm
So,
going to make it.
I have Git downloaded on my
shorter
system.
in height.
If you don't have Git downloaded on your system, just open another tab and search for Git download.
Smaller.
Yeah, you can see how small it gets. See
Yeah.
here, you can choose on which OS
I
you
make
need
it
to download.
somewhat
So mine is Windows. I'm going
See,
to select Windows,
changed.
and it gives you the installers. So if your system is a 32-bit, go for 32-bit Windows setup. If yours is 64-bit, go for 64-bit Windows setup. Most of the latest system are 64-bit, and mine is also 64-bit. So I'm going to select this. So once you selected it, you will be seeing the Git is getting downloaded here. So we are downloading now as an installer. Once it has been downloaded, you just need to double click it and click on next and finish. Then your Git installation is complete. I'm going to open a command prompt. I'm going to move to my workspace, or you can choose any folder that you are comfortable with. Once you have moved to that local path, just give Git. If your Git installation is successful, then you can see a prompt when you issue the Git command. Yes. So if you can see the above things, then it means that Git has been installed in your computer successfully. Once Git installation is successful, we need to clone our public repository that we have created now. So for that I am using git clone, and then click on code button here. You can see this HTTPS link. Copy this HTTPS link and then paste it here. So once you have issued the git clone command, you can see a new folder that would be created with the name that it says. So this is the folder. and it will have files if you have already checked in. Since yours would be an empty repository, you would see an empty folder here. Now you need to just copy and paste your source files. So for this project, our source files would be cover and index are our source files. If you are using templates from Bootstrap, then don't forget to copy the dist folder also, because this contains the needed JavaScripts that makes your web page look good. So you can copy all the three, that is what you have here, the cover CSS and the index HTML page, and the third one would be the dist folder in the assets, and then paste it in your Git local workspace. So once you have pasted, it would look similar to this, and then in your command prompt you need to do git add space full stop. So this would add all the folders and files which have changes in them. Once you are done it, you can just give git commit -m and the message here, like check-in web page sources. Okay, you can issue this command, and then once the commit is successful, you would see here, once the commit is successful, you can see your newly added files in the GitHub hosting platform. Or you can use this GUI and create new files or add new files. That is up to you. Once you have uploaded all your source files, now you got to go to your web page and see your web page coming in. So for that, this is going to be your web page URL. So just copy paste it into the browser search. Once you paste it, you can see your web page coming in. So this is a web page that I have already checked into GitHub. Similarly, you can also check in your web page into GitHub, and you can see your web page coming online. Also, don't forget to share your web page to your friends and put it on your resume, or put it on your visiting card, or places wherever you find it appropriate. Thanks for watching, and if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. It would be a motivation for me to post more such videos. Happy learning!